So I used to work at this grocery store where we would wear light blue vest and the place of the store rhymed with chart. And when I would walk in, I'd walk in at 8 a.m. for my shift. And the first thing I'd do is I'd go to like the elderly 65-year-old lady who worked at the front door on the grocery side, where like she checks your receipt whenever you're walking out. I'd go there and I'd give her 15, and then I'd immediately walk over to the other side where the lady was 75 years old or 74 years old, and I'd give her 15 before I went on and did my own tasks for the day. Like, me and my team lead, we had this understanding. I'd give the ladies their break, and then I would go do my thing, and I'd come back to give them their lunches as well, right? So I walk in 8 in the morning, I give the first lady her break. She comes back to me, you know, so I can move over to the next spot. And whenever she comes, she like comes up from behind, so I didn't know she was there, and she's already talking. So I'm already locked into this conversation. I didn't really give a crap about this conversation, to be honest, but you know, she's an elderly lady. I'm being respectful. The conversation's going fine. 45 seconds passes by. 45 seconds where technically we weren't working. And then my team lead just happened to be off that day. You know, she's chill, she's understanding. We're not going to get our butts, you know, chewed off because we're wasting 45 seconds of company time. Her boss happens to be there that day, right? He comes to me and he's like, "Hey, you need to go over there right now." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going right there right now." You know, because that's what I was doing. You know, we were kind of finishing up the 45-second conversation. I'm like slowly edging away from the conversation to kind of say I'm leaving. And he's like, "No, you're not." And I'm like, yeah, I'm going. And he's like, "No, you do not talk back to me when I speak to you." And he's like, starts following me. He's like, "Go over there right now." And I'm like, "I'm going." Like, he's telling me to go somewhere. He's following me as I am going to the place where I need to be and telling me, "Why aren't you going?" And then he's going like, "Do not speak back to me." And mind you, at this time, I'm like I'm 20 years old. I'm not a child. And he's mid to late 30s, something like that. And then after like he's doing this for 10 seconds where he's telling me, "Go over there," and I'm like, "I'm going. Do you not see me?" Like, we're literally 15 feet away from this conversation where it started, right? And you know, I'm not like a crash out. You know, I'm not trying to lose my job by like crashing out on this guy. So my natural reaction is just like, I'm just like smiling, like I'm hiding the smile, but it's like it's like a smirk, you know. I'm like, get a load of this guy. Like, seriously, what the hell is he doing right now? He's crashing out on me because he's probably miserable or whatever. And the fact that I smiled, that's when it really took him over the edge. He lost his cool. He like takes me to the office. He makes another manager go over there so they can witness the conversation to make sure I don't know, that I don't sue the company or something or get him in trouble. And he like just berates me, and the lady that's like witnessing it, she's like maybe his equal, or maybe she's like a team lead in between us. She's kind of side-eyeing like, "This you know what I mean?" And like the whole thing to me was so unserious because I had worked at the store before, but I was back for winter break in my hometown. So I was just working for like a month. So worst case scenario, I get fired. I lose like 2 weeks of pay. Did not care. You know, I've never gone back there since this winter break, you know, so it didn't matter to me. But the whole thing was just hilarious because I was like, maybe I'm spoiled. I've never been spoken to that like that in my life. You know, I've got in trouble with my parents as a kid, you know, getting disciplined and stuff, but usually I kind of deserved it. I feel like I hear a lot of people and their parents are unfair. My parents were pretty fair. Like, if I was getting yelled at, I probably deserved it, you know. But like, this dude was crashing out on me, and I'm like, I've never had, like, especially as an adult, anyone ever speak to me like that. And I've had bad customer service interactions before, but not like that. And that's from a manager, right, who that's my first time ever speaking to him. And you know, he eventually sends me on timeout. So there's a garden center to this store. This is, like I said, during winter break. So obviously we're not selling any plants or anything. Whenever I worked there over summer, I would work in the garden center. He's like, "Go to the garden center." He just sent me there. The second lady, the 74-year-old lady, did not get a break that day. He immediately sends me over to the garden center on essentially timeout because there's literally nothing to do anywhere else. He's watching me. Like, he came and checked up on me a few times. I got lucky because I was on my phone, and then I put the phone away right before he got there. But I got put in timeout, and I have so many Snapchats. I don't know, I might put them on the video, but I don't want to like get in trouble just in case I ever want to work for this company again, because the company is great. This guy is just horrific. You know, I was just FaceTiming people, kind of venting, because I got invited. Oh, it was actually, this is like on New Year's Day. This is January 1st, 2025. Dang, great way to start the year, by the way. But I had been invited to my friend's lake house. You probably have seen the lake house before in some of my videos when I'm on the lake. Really nice place, right? I had declined going there for free, a vacation for free, just so I could, because I didn't want to call out for one day for a job that I was about to leave in a week, actually, now that I think about it. So, man, so I was pretty upset, you know, and later I talked to a couple people and they're like, yeah, this guy's a crash out, he's miserable, like he's yelled at this guy before, he's yelled at this guy, like he made this other guy quit. And at the end of the day, this guy's miserable. He's mid to late 30s. He still works at a grocery store, even though he's a manager. Like, he's working a position that I would not want to work past age 25 because I want to be moved on beyond something like that. Dude's got a crazy receded hairline. He walks weird, you know, like, he probably has no girl. Probably no girl's probably touched him in over 10 years or something. But he's kind of the definition of, like, what a lot of Americans are becoming. He is truly miserable. Like, his life is just work. It's a stressful job. They put a lot of, you know, pain on him. And, like, him yelling at me, like, I knew that I was one of the best workers. I mean, in the position I had, it's not that hard, you know. The Walmart was kind of, I mean, the store was kind of in a ghetto-ish area. So, you know, some of the people who worked there didn't really try. I don't know. I don't want to trash them. They were my people. They were sick. But I was a solid worker. Like, I was never late. I was always there. And this dude was just crashing out. And he was putting his misery on me because he's miserable. Straight up, he's miserable with his life. He is unhappy with where he is in his life. And I don't know. I think it's a common thing. You see it a lot with grown men, you know, 30s, 40s, 60s, 70s, whatever the heck, where like a guy's super grumpy, you know, you'll see when they road rage or when they're yelling at a service worker at like the deli or something. They're just being completely unreasonable, and it's a reflection of themselves that they're projecting out because they are insecure or unhappy with how their life turned out. And the unfortunate reality is that a lot of men, dare I say most men in some places, kind of deal with this, where you have this certain expectation with life and then you realize you have to settle with everything. You don't get the job, the income, the wife, the family, I don't know, anything, the house, whatever, your relationship with your family. Like, you just don't achieve the things that you truly want. And this results with a lot of resentful men, which it's not beneficial for society in any way. And I don't want y'all to become this type of person. Man, I cannot talk for crap. Oh my God. My idea to record this video is because I just got back from the gym. I don't know if y'all noticed that pump on the floor. No, I don't look big right now. Anyways, dude, I was just raging the entire time I was in the gym, and raging does not help my workouts. But I was just raging the entire time for real. And I don't know, sometimes I get grumpy sometimes, and I'm not like, you know, anywhere near where this guy was, but sometimes I just get mad for no reason, just unreasonably mad. And I remember my friend was like kind of like mocking me a little bit like the other day when we were at the gym. He kind of was impersonating how I walk around in the gym because I walk in between sets, and he was like making a face, you know, acting all mad and stuff. Dude, like, I don't know. Like, one of my worst fears would be turning into a guy like this guy who's truly unhappy with everything that achieved, that's truly unhappy with everything that happened to his life, to the point to where he puts it on others. And I feel like you need to see this video or something similar to this when you are before the age of 25, you're the age of 30, so that you can do something with your life. Your health is your wealth, and then also, you know, wealth, you know, money's money, right? So lock in on your health. If you look good, if you feel good, if you're in great shape, if your body's working good, you're gonna feel good and act good. If you're in your 30s and you can't even get your peen up, you know what I mean, you're probably gonna be a miserable guy. You know, if you're like 400 pounds and you're struggling, you know, that's an unfortunate situation, but I don't think anyone wants to be there, right? And, you know, same with money and job and everything, man. Like, time genuinely does fly by really fast, and you think like, dang, I'm just enjoying my childhood right now, and like I'll lock in on stuff later. And then like before you know it, like you're out of high school and you're working some random job at like Target or whatever, and then next thing you know, 5 years passes by and you're still there. So it's like, and especially with the way that the economy is right now, like it is really cooked. Our generation's cooked, and it's the boomers' fault. But I can sit here and whine about that. My life is gonna be harder because I was born in this generation. No, lock the hell in. We have technology. The opportunity to become a millionaire before the age of 30 is way higher now than it's ever been, okay? And it's happening. So you need to surround yourself around the right people. You need to kick your vices butt. I don't care. Act like you're in the military. Be like super strong, and it starts with your health, okay? I've been lifting consistently for 3 years. I'm nowhere near lean like I should be, but I've been lifting consistently for 3 years, and that is very important to me, to my brain, and to my physical health, okay? I go on walks all the time. That's why I'm here. After I finish recording, I'm not gonna edit. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna walk. It starts with discipline, with your physical first, okay? I'm by no means in like the shape of an athlete, 10% body fat or anything, but I used to be obese and I'm not now, okay? So I'm doing better, and I'm working on my YouTube channel and my TikTok. That's like my little side hustle. And then I have my internship with my career. I would like to work with this company after I graduate. They're amazing, and it's a great opportunity. Oh my God, my foot is cramping. My foot is cramping. Oh my God, my foot is cramping, and I'm in the car and I don't have water. Anyways, I love y'all. I think I'm gonna go now. I'm in timeout in the garden center. Hello. I'm in timeout in the garden center.